paid my dues.
Yikes.
I paid my dues. I paid my dues. I paid my dues.
G shit.
Paid my dues.
Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Tryna sing along, leave that alone. Got nothing to do with this. Feds on me, can't be walking with no cane. Just gave 13, now my brother missing. Damn, I cannot walk, so when I walk I tie my shoes. Can't afford to be slipping, why making moves, guys? Project living, I'm encoded with that thug shit. And it's obvious, I'm still blurring, raging for shower. Yikes, yeah, you know me. Didn't know he. All I need is Doki. Take out your knee. Niggas call the police. Headshot, then I leave. But they got 4 kids, man. That's how that is. Damn, you sensitive, like you care about his biz. This ain't no cakewalk, nigga. You must like say slanging 8 balls, nigga. Sit your bitch ass down, stay a fuck from round. Cause y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit.
One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. We not the same. Quit rapping now. Damn, you know shit done changed. Young nigga used to take off on the jump outs. Mama begging me change routes. That's why I hit them beats and spit pain now. Any nigga tell you Cree ain't good enough to make it. Point blank, that nigga hating. Fuck around, turn Satan. For everything been taken out of houses. Started rapping in the basement. Sleeping on my aunt couches. Selling dummy smokers in the fucking front bowing. I'm from the back of Easton. Who the fuck you doubting? I ain't never had shit. Bitch, I ain't the same. These niggas flying for with real niggas like Trey Game. Hell no, I don't gang bang. If you hit leaks, we on the same thing. Right here, you get caught. A motherfucker don't say names. I told my kids one day we gon' get up out this shit. I pray to God for all the good and the bad leads.
Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah, I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Y'all niggas know, wanna hit the dough. I ain't with that bullshit. Nah.
Oh yeah, Pauline. Going down. What? That's how it's going down. ESPN Radio. ESPN TV. You feel me? Oh, what? Oh, hold on. Okay. It's Thursday. And since it's ladies' night, let me see something that'll be appropriate. This one will do it. Yeah. We talking about Kamala now. For real. Come on. Come on.
That bitch is crazy. Yeah, crazy about you and all the things you do. Say you want to support. Now you fucking it up. Cause you listen to your dick instead of your heart. Yeah, that bitch is crazy. That bitch is crazy. Crazy about about
Oh,
you
yeah.
and all the things you do. That bitch
Your president.
My bitch been tripping lately and I know why. It's a dick that I be slanging, get her so high.
Get her so
Got her
high.
talking to her friends, but I'm long nights. I keep her so right.
Got her long
Pussy
night.
dripping down
Yeah.
the thigh, so even when we fight, it don't last too long. I got it singing on my
What?
song like a groupie a song.
Say what?
Like a groupie a
Yeah.
song.
Ooh.
The way that we fucking so often without any caution is kind of amazing. We don't have a baby, I'm grateful. I'd rather
Oh,
take you on
yeah,
a
but
fast
baby, we
vacation.
don't have
As
a
soon as
baby.
we land, we ain't wearing no clothes. We gon' walk around naked, just know that we fucking do noise. Soon as you wake up and yawn, there'll be some eggs and some bacon and waiting. And when you was cleaning your plate, I'll be cleaning up yours. What are we
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for? What
Come
you
on.
know about the G code?
Let's
Fucking
go.
know the free code. Don't
Yes,
pick
sir.
up the phone, must be ready for war. That bitch is crazy.
Yeah. Right.
Crazy about you and all the things you
All the
do.
things
Said
you
you
do.
wanted support. Now you fucking it up. Cause you listen to your dick instead of your
Yeah,
heart.
yeah, yeah.
That bitch is crazy.
Right.
Crazy about you and all the things you do.
All the things
That
that
bitch-
you do.
that bitch-
Oh, yeah, get the numbers up, though.
that-
Get the numbers up so we can start the show. Ooh, we get the numbers up. Start the show. It's back in the building.
Yeah, yeah. Come on.
Wow. Come on.
Look. What's telling you is telling me, let's break it down and let me see we
That's
ain't
right.
too different
Come on.
all along. Hit a lazy
Yeah.
man, found some
Oh,
common ground,
here
don't
we
have to
go.
argue, we can talk it
It's a
out.
Thursday night.
Couple dozen
On the
shows
real
around the
beat.
valley as I look into the ground. I realize they don't love the
Everybody
shine.
coming
They
up
love the
tomorrow
message
for
from the
week.
soul.
Got
Spent 2
one
years on
on
the
the
road.
beat.
It taught me
Oh,
everything
wait.
I know.
Now, wait. Hey,
Taught me
see that
everything
shit?
I know. Well, I
Hey,
follow
he's
up
the
and
trash
trying to get
with the
through the
old
day. Some try to drown it with liquor, some chew to smoke it away. Ain't hope in
Come
the
on.
face. Even though we're
On the
ready,
free.
it don't work that way.
food truck.
No, it don't work that
First
way.
spot.
Too many vices
Erica
abused.
Lee,
I'm guilty
you already
of it
know.
too. When my days get overwhelming, but that's not an excuse unless you trying to lose. Your faith,
Yeah.
your way. There ain't no chance of tomorrow if you give up today.
Oh, that's
When
how
you're
it's going
trying to
down.
find
Matter
the
of fact,
balance,
what's
ain't
up,
no
what's up,
longer
what's up?
behind.
Oh.
Your part really pays. Just get out your own way. And believe me, I know that it's easier
That
to
is
say
easier
than
said
it is to
than it
embrace.
is to embrace.
That it is to embrace.
Right.
Weight on my bed, I can't afford to collapse. I'm usually better,
That's right.
but you don't make me switch to a text. With so rooted, I don't wanna relax. Y'all won't like me like that. Plus, I'd rather
Yeah,
say
don't
it's
want me
love,
like
there's
that.
no beauty in that. Trust the way for the wind, eating my skin, so I will never forget why I chose to even pick up this pen
up this
throughout
pen.
the trials of life. It's likely you slip. The only thing that's relevant is if you get up again. Well, I'm full of hope and pain, just trying to get through the day. Some try to drown it with liquor, some chew to smoke it away. And hope that it fades, even though we're well aware that it don't work that way. No, it don't work that way. No, it don't work that way.
Oh, yeah. We got a situation. You already know a situation. We got Kamala. She don't know if she Indian or black, but we gonna figure it out. Work it on out. That's the way it's going down on a Radical Mike show. Way it's going down, Joe. Gotta see who the hell is Kamala. Trump said she ain't a black girl. She an Indian. It's what he thought it was. Say what? It's somebody wonder why we worried about the color though. They said she damn Jamaican though. Jamaican and Black American ain't the same though. This side's going down for sure. We got the time for truth. You better relax, sit back. So while we break it on down, the Radical might sit back down in your town. We about to get down. Keep it real, show for show. This is how it goes down. Radical Mike, and what's up, Radical Mike Show, PSN Radio, PSN Television, now playing at BigStreetNews.com. Your TV and radio, black news, black information. This how it's going down. A black perspective. Right in the middle of all this chaos. Radical Mike and the What's Up with Radical Mike show to bring some clarity to it all. So sit back and relax. Get ready for the show. Yeah, that part. How y'all doing? Y'all better get the damn numbers up, hit the cash app or something over there on next door. You know, when we start doing things like television, you know, we need that money. And when you want the truth in broadcasting, you got to respect that cause, because there is a risk in the truth. There are no risks with lies, maybe getting caught. I got a clip I'm going to play, a couple of clips that have to do with Kamala and her perspective on the Trump reply. Well, wait a minute, hold on. Instead of me doing that, let's go over here and see. I can check some history. God, whatever. What Kamala Harris says is to win, blah, 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 blah. Let me see if I can get a little bit close over here to the screen. But you know, old dude can't see. Bifocals might need a triple focal. I have the 4 hour no who is over here. Da, 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 da. Where's home? Where's we get for you know, I ain't where I was trying to go. That's not where I was trying to go, man. Oh, stupid. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's do it. Let me go back. Hold on. You're not gonna do them right now. Okay, we're gonna start here. Since we in Phoenix, Arizona, baby. We're gonna do it like this and like that, y'all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this side's going down over here for y'all. All right. Because this is PSN News, the news that you can use. We want to have a little conversation here. We got Phoenix Street News, and we got the other news. Now, as this plays, I am going to have to narrate a little bit, cut in. So let's ride.
Presidential pick for Vice President Harris, Mark Kelly. It's great to have you here, Senator. I know you have had a very busy day, but I do want to know your reaction when you heard what Donald Trump said on stage in Chicago today, questioning Vice President Harris's heritage.
Well, Caitlin, my first reaction was, this is the reaction of a desperate and scared old man. It was very obvious to me watching him and just what I've seen over the last week while she's been, across the country just kicking his butt, that he's afraid. He's probably afraid to debater. He's certainly afraid to lose an election to her in November, and he's afraid about his own future. So I'm not surprised to see it. And I understand, you know, what he's up against. I mean, he's up against an experienced prosecutor, somebody who served as a DA and an attorney general in the Senate, and now the vice president very successfully. You put Kamala Harris's record up to Donald Trump, and there's no comparison.
Hold on. Kamala Harris's record will be front and center. Her California record. I shared a show today about the truancy laws that she enacted in California. We're going to go over that. Don't worry. We're covering everything because we do news over here. We don't do feelings over here. So put your feelings over to the side. It's late. I know you're a little woozy. Probably already took your medication. Getting ready for bed. Now, I mean, it's a working town. Shout out to Jaguars, the creme de la creme gentlemen's club in Phoenix. Make no mistake about that part. We'll get into that later on. Let's go back into some Kelly. The
contrast is just can't be more significant.
So you think this is just a sign that he's essentially spooked by her momentum and what we've seen over the last week and a half since she's been at the top of the ticket?
Yeah, it's probably that. I mean, I think it is. It's that. I mean, she's been across the country. She's got great momentum. She's a fantastic.
Okay. So who among you think that Donald Trump came up with this narrative about Kamala Harris not being black on his own? Well, not to say he didn't come up with it on his own, that it came from the Republican Party. I think Donald Trump came up with this one because Donald Trump has been paying attention to the underground, to the grassroots, to ADOS, American descendants of slavery. Trump has been paying attention to our mantra that she's not like us. Thank you, Kendrick Lamar, for the theme song for ADOS. They not like us. No, Donald Trump, after watching the interview at the National Association of Black Journalists, I find it rather interesting that none of the media have commented on, one, the attitude of the Association of Black Journalists and the fact that there were no men on the panel. I can't understand for the life of me how you have an Association of Black Journalists and no male journalists are on the panel. Nah, I'm not going for that one. I'm not going for this whole idea of now there is a separate black female race. Other than black ADOS race, we have a sub race of black women that have decided that they are going to be the boss. And no matter how weird women think, they're going to just all follow like sheep. Bah, to the slaughter, to the Kamala slaughterhouse. With Obama standing at the gate with that Kenyan outfit on. Now Kamala gonna have a little red dot and some old little bees and things. I saw her eating some chicken and collard greens with some hot sauce the other day. So we got this caricature of blackness. Is that what it is? You eating collard greens and got what's her name? During your political rally, you got Miss Nasty Girl at your campaign rally. Oh, y'all not even serious. Y'all think y'all gonna hijack pop culture and these kids gonna come out and support you. Nah, we're gonna bust this down the middle. Because at the end of the day, we got a bigger plan. Now, let's finish this.
Historic candidate. And who is he? He's a convicted felon.
Wait a minute, hold on.
A sentencing hearing, I think.
Hold on. Historic. Yeah. It is indeed historic for a Jamaican Indian American woman to be to be president, and her family got here probably after the 80s. Yeah, it is going to be historic. It would be historic if she could pull it off.
In September, he's been indicted for other felonies. She's going to take this country forward. You know, Donald Trump wants to drag us back to, his prior administration, which was a bad deal for Americans. So I think it's pretty obvious what's going on here.
Is it clear to you that this was a racist attack by former President Donald Trump?
Yeah, I mean, it's overtly racist, yes.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something else. White people, you don't get to tell us what racist is, what racism look like, or where it come from. We get to make that call. For us, it's not racist. It's the truth. She's not black like us. She might be a person of color, some bullshit like that. Y'all want to run with that? Call her a person of color. Do not call her black like us. Do not get this confused. And it is a good thing that this is coming up at this point in time. Gives us a chance to draw the line. Not racist. It's a fact. She's not black. She didn't have to go to the back of the bus. That's black. She didn't have to go to the colored water fountain. That's black. She didn't have to. When them cotton balls get rotten, you can't pick very much cotton in the mold. Cotton fields back home. Or when I was little bitty baby, my mama used to rock me in the cradle in them old cotton field back home. No, she ain't that kind of black. Segregation today, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever. George Wallace, Alabama. She ain't that kind of black. Stop it with the foolishness. Obama wasn't here either. Burn, baby, burn. Black Panther, she wasn't here. Stokely Carmichael, Huey Newton, H. Rap Brown, Angela Davis. They ain't black like us. There's a difference. Benjamin Banneker, Elijah McCoy, black inventors. They not like us. And we ain't gonna be played by y'all and your money. Your money ain't gonna buy this. Believe me, there is a movement among the people that Trump was smart enough to tap into. Nah, we know what a racist is. A racist is a person that wants to try to make her be black. The problem is why?
And do you expect to see more of that over the next 97 days until the election?
Donald Trump has shown the American people who he is. He's been doing this now for a decade. If you're paying attention, before that, he was doing it before he was on the national stage as well. So of course he's going to.
You know what? Speaking of Donald Trump showing who he was, to a great extent, in the interview, he really did, because he didn't fold up to the bats. He didn't fold up. He stood strong. He was like, shut up. Hold on. I'm talking. You don't butt in when a man talking. I ain't done. Better chill out. Ain't nobody said nothing about the equipment wasn't working. About they half-ass setup. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. What, are we missing that part about the program here? Y'all so hell-bent on making Donald Trump the bad guy. I'm not a Donald Trump fan. But right is right, wrong is wrong. Kamala and Obama been wrong for playing black. America has been wrong for playing like they don't know the difference. When you do, you know you treat foreign blacks different than you do us. You already know that. We don't have to sit here and play any kind of games. Obama was more palatable because he wasn't like us. Kamala is more palatable because she's not like us, but she's not going to play us. It's what she's not going to do. Not this time around. Because now we have social media, live and in living color. We reaching further than CNN on any given day, because we direct, up close and personal to the people. When they go off, we on.
To continue to do it. That's all he can do. This is all he has in his playbook. And to be honest, it's sad. I mean, it's really sad to watch. I think the good news for the American people is Kamala Harris is going to beat him in a debate, and is going to beat him on November 5th, and is going to be our next president. That's the good news for the American people.
How do you think the Harris campaign should handle something like what we saw today?
Well, I think they should, call him out on what he said. I mean, it's
Yeah, yeah.
I've never seen a president or former president or
Hold on. They should call him out on what he said. Now, Mark, for once, buddy, you just made some sense. See, we deal with honesty, truth, reality, rationality. Yes, the Democratic Party should challenge what Donald Trump said. They really should. I can't wait. I bet you $1 to a dime they will not. Because what did Kamala say? And I'll get to it. Yes, this is more like him trying to set division. Politics is about division, in case you didn't know. That's what politics is. Ooh, what? Did Kamala not study politics? Do you not know that division is at the heart and soul of politics? Oh boy, y'all slow, huh? I'm not.
United States senator say anything like this. And it is, we've seen a lot of sad days for our country when Donald Trump was president and while he's been a candidate. This is another one. And I think the American people need to listen to what he says.
The line of defense we're seeing tonight from JD Vance, his running mate, is, that Trump was brave enough to go in there and take questions from Black reporters at a conference, and he called Vice President Harris a coward. What's your response to that?
Kamala Harris has been across the country, for the
answer the question, but he went right into the hyena den of the feminists on steroids. So much so, ain't got no time for room for a man to be even in there. Ain't got to have no man perspective on any of this and there. We don't need you, bro. Just chill. We got this. Let the girls handle it. We got this, bro. Chill. We know how to handle men. Went right in there with that SCAR program. Just gonna get Trump. And Trump sat on the edge of the seat, real gangster, right? With his hands together. You know how Trump do. He throw them hands on you, and he got that mouth like gold, like a big old goldfish. While he's thinking of the next punchline. And Trump hit they ass with so many one-liners. You haven't heard any of those one-liners. Y'all are not being fair in media. Now, this is one of those moments where you can say and you can agree with Trump on fake news. Because I watched the interview as a Black ADOS elderly guy. I was appalled. I was appalled at the lack of class. I was appalled that they allowed Trump to be able to get at them. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all was late on CP time. Everybody know Negroes on CP time. If you want the meeting to start at 8, be there at 9. Because if you get there at 7:30, ain't nobody there. Oh, they ain't going to be there early. And then got the equipment failure. Straight out, equipment failure. So first, you go in and on the attack, disrespectful. Now, hi, how you doing, Mr. Trump, blah, 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 President Trump? I've got a few questions for you. You know, and you know there's a lot of controversy around things that you said as far as this, that there, this right here. What do you have to say about that? Not you did this, you did that, you did this, you did that. Right. No, that's not the way you conduct an interview. I find it odd that none of the media has pointed that out. The lack of professionalism. I have a problem with that. Because at being a part of the media, my job is not to take one side or the other. My job is to make sure the audience gets a fair assessment of the situation. See, people like, he didn't answer any questions. Well, you're supposed to be able to ask questions in such a way that you can get an answer. And if they don't give you an answer, you figure out a way to ask the question in a different framework. I didn't go to journalism school to be able to figure that out. Common sense. So they leave the opening with, now Trump probably wouldn't have mentioned, well, until the one speaker, one panelist, he couldn't hear. And so at that point, he's like, oh, I can't hear you. And he probably may have let it go that he couldn't hear her if the host hadn't already come out and set the stage for combat. At that point, as soon as Trump got an opening, he cut right in. Well, I can't believe this. First of all, I come out and you insult me, disrespect me, not cordial. How you doing, Mr. Trump? Glad you could make it. Sorry that we were a little late, blah, blah, blah. We was having, and you could have cleaned everything up right then. We was having a little equipment issues, blah, blah, blah. Then you would have slammed the door shut on him being able to use any of that as ammunition. But no, not you, not sister girl. Y'all know everything. Y'all scholars, university graduates, got degrees. I bet you each one of them had about 3 or 4, 5, 6 degrees. And look how they handle themselves. You want a person that's in media to respect that, to respect what I saw And the fact that I saw it and the media, mainstream media, from Pacifico to all of them, every last freaking one is giving you this weird narrative and not slamming these sisters for like, oh my God, I cannot believe. I don't understand where the Republicans are. I don't know where the Hannitys, where the real ones at. They supposed to have cut all the way in. Like Trump's the only one got balls around here. You have to give him credit for that, if nothing else. He went right in there and sliced all through there. Like, nah, hold on. First, after being late, not only being late, insult me, and the damn equipment ain't working, half-ass working either. What have we got here? Is this some ghetto hood? I thought this was journalists. Well, y'all broke over here? Look, y'all need some cash? I tell you what, I'm going to hook y'all up. I'm going to have somebody come over here, rewire y'all a little setup. So when y'all get Kamala over here and y'all tear into her, well, you know, Kamala, they said you not black. Now, what do you got to say about that right there? You got any kind of defense for that? Everybody is talking about you're not black, you're Asian, you're Jamaican. What are you going to do about that? Come on, I bet you don't cut into Kamala like that. I bet you're not going to ask her about the truancy laws. Had a mother locked up, the police come to her house, drag her out, got camera personnel on deck for footage to embarrass the woman. And her daughter had sickle cell and had a pass to be late and excused from school. And Kamala, so eager to make some headlines about her, disregarded all of the facts of the matter and just acted like an Asian American. She didn't act like a sister girl. She act like an Asian American. I don't care nothing about them. They ain't none of my people. I'm going to go over there and lock them up. Like lock them up, Joe. They went together. Lock them up, Kamala, and lock them up, Joe. So Slow Joe done slowed up on locking them up. And here come Kamala with lock them up some more. Lock them up, lock the mamas up and the kids. Put everybody in jail. But the ones that had money to pay the fines. Because you had an option. You could go to jail, or then you could plead guilty, get a charge, and get on a payment plan and have to go through all these classes and spend money that black people ain't got. That's Kamala. That's Kamala. Not like us. Ain't gonna look out for us. Huh? When? For what? I bet she looks out for Asians, though. Bet she does. Look around the White House. I bet you find a bunch of them. Silicon Valley. I bet you find a bunch of them. Got here just because of Kamala. I bet you check some Asian organizations and see how many people Kamala got inside. They got Pierre. She had in her eye, can't believe they're going there. Where you from? You ain't one of us either. How you get there? Wait a minute, you just got here from Hades. All of a sudden, now you the press secretary? You just walked right past a bunch of ADOS black people, just like Trump said, immigrants taking your job. What job? The one Miss Pierre got, the one Kamala got, the one Obama had. Those. What's a black job? Those. I can't believe y'all this slow. You got immigrants all around sucking up jobs. Yeah, black jobs. Job you could have had. And why didn't you get it? You ask yourself that question? You don't want to ask tough questions, though, do you? Let's finish this thing off with here, Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly, you might need to come on the show. We don't have any foolishness over here. No. If you are a swindling, lying politician, you need to stay away from me. Because I don't play over here. We do real news, real commentary, real interviews. We don't tap dance around anything. And Mr. Mark Kelly, is there something in your legislation for ADOS? And as a matter of fact, how do you feel about reparation? You don't want to get in this, Mr. Kelly. I don't think you do.
Last, week, meeting with the American people. She's available, accessible. Where's Donald Trump?
We'll see if
he spends.
Hold on.
I don't know how long.
She's available and she's accessible to who? She was available to the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God that went to night school. She was available for Steve Harvey with like 78 teeth, original. Oh my God. She hasn't even went to serious individuals in media. Steve Harvey's a comedian. D.O. Hughley was on the plane with Slow Joe, a comedian. We need for some of these people that are out here in the podcast lane to stay in their lane. You're a comedian. Go tell some jokes. Huh? Yeah, that part. Tell some jokes. We ain't got time for that. If you were serious, you wouldn't have been telling jokes for a living. Funny man, go be funny. Because this ain't funny. This ain't time for funny people. Let's see what the rest of let's see what the rest of Kelly got to say. Look, I mean, even the look on his face, like, oh my God, that's that square jaw that I'll just break you in half, Marine jaw, like okay.
On that interview last, my understanding was they had to get him off the stage because this campaign was afraid of the next horrible thing that he was.
No, that's not what happened. No, they didn't have to get him off the stage. He had to get off the stage. They had to go off the stage because they were running long because of the delay. And because it was really a hostile environment for Trump. Them hens were like, they were trying to say rooster talk. They were trying to act like rooster. I don't even know what was happening right there. They had little spurs on those stilettos. My Lord Jesus. See how the story gets turned around. He didn't have to get out of there. They were cool. Trump was handling all of that. Trump was handling all of the smoke. They was giving all the smoke. Pew, pew, shots fired. Pew, 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 pew. Trump was ting, 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 ting. Like y'all, like the Mr. America. Kamala got the Miss America outfit on, and Trump got the prison outfit, right? Well, it was more like Trump had the shield, because Trump was knocking it down, boy. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. But they was at him. They was at him. Ain't no doubt. Okay, I can't do that. They was at Trump. They were not playing. Oh, it did pop up over there. And so I'll play it back in a minute. But let's get through this. Oh my God, this is scary.
I'm going to say. So that ended pretty quickly. And Kamala Harris is the candidate of the future for this country. She wants to bring down the cost of prescription drugs, make child care affordable, reduce the cost of health care for the American people. What does Donald Trump want to do?
Wait a minute, hold
He
on.
made it pretty clear he wants more tax cuts for billionaires and the biggest corporations. If he was president again, he would weaken our alliances, and he wants to take away fundamental rights for women, especially.
Wait a minute. Donald Trump said he was for the three, for rape, incest, and to save the mother's life. That's what he said. And he said he wanted to do states' rights. And y'all like that. Y'all like states' rights. You know what I mean? States' rights is a Confederate policy, but y'all like states' rights. We're a United States. Why we got states' rights? You in one state, this kind of law. You go to the next state, it's another kind of law. It's like little countries within a country. Now, come on. Y'all just try to make up arguments just for the sake of having an argument. But that's why you have to have that independent eye and ear on the conversation. Because I see something totally different from obviously what all of the other media have seen. And we all saw the same exact thing. So why is it that the mainstream media can't be honest about what they saw? We got this, hey, look, we're going to get a sister girls a break. They kind of messed that up a little bit. That, they didn't really handle that really well. Yeah, okay. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Stop playing. You don't get to give people no free ride, no pass. You don't get no pass. You screwed that up. Donald Trump came in there and beat y'all up, pushed y'all around and stuff, and y'all didn't have your program set up. So the program was raggedy and stuff. The sound was just toe back. You were late. You were arrogant, disrespectful, unprofessional. What are you talking about? I'm not a fan of Trump, but I'm like, wow. I can see how in some cases, right-wing people will be like, wait a minute. I saw that. That ain't what I saw. That's where you get this concept of fake news. Although Donald Trump kind of made it up, and I thought he was making it up at the time, but now I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm witnessing fake news right in real time. I'm witnessing fake talking points. It's like everybody get behind the door like, this is what we gonna say. All right. Don't say nothing about the black girls. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Break. No. The black girls screwed up royally. And Donald Trump took advantage of it royally. He was not playing. And he didn't go in there. I mean, he might have went in there like he was going to be a nice guy, kind of, sort of, how Donald Trump do. He play on the moment like you're supposed to do. You don't have to have no strategy, but you got your own set, fixed talking points that you're going to make sure you hammer home for your constituents. That's your job. You need to sidestep a question, you're going to sidestep. If you need to sidestep a question, you're going to sidestep a question because, and it's up to the host to get back around on point and get that question, get an answer of some kind or obvious. Okay, so you're just not going to answer that, right? And then they get to agree to, I just ain't going to answer that, or yes or no. I mean, if you're not intellectually wired for this communication program, especially when it comes to interviews, and you don't have a set of objectives that you are trying to accomplish, and you got tactics like a lawyer, or how you going to get that individual to admit to something if that's what you are there to do. If you're there to humiliate them and box them into corners and stuff, that's a different kind of interview. That's a real setup. That's an ambush. That's why a lot of times they want people to submit these questions, and that's why you get this Hollywood version of debates and stuff, because everything is orchestrated, it's all scripted. Well, they had the little adolescent script, and Trump came in there and tore all that up, balled it up, threw it around, threw it out in the audience and stuff, had the audience laughing and stuff. Come on now. Come on. I saw the interview. Trump was getting more laughs and stuff from the audience. The audience was enjoying the whole thing. You didn't hear no boo, no hisses. You hear laughs and damn near applauses in a primarily black man. Come on. Y'all don't know what's up. That's why nobody pay attention to mainstream media, because y'all made up. Y'all just make stuff up. It's Hollywood. None of this stuff is real.
Especially women. So I'm not surprised with what he said, but the consequences of 4 more years of Donald Trump is more loss of reproductive rights, including things like birth control and IVF. Caitlin, I've got 2 daughters and a granddaughter, and I really worry about the future of this country with Donald Trump continuing to have any sort of power. Now, that's not going to happen, because Kamala Harris is a great candidate. She's a great leader. She's going to be the future president of the United States.
No, she's not.
Well, and of course, Senator, you're under consideration to be potentially her vice presidential pick, and you were on that short list. We understand that your team has received vetting materials as part of this process. How far have your conversations?
I wonder, has Marianne, what's her name? Marianne something. What's her name? Marianne. She beat Kamala out in the primary. Marianne Williamson. Marianne Williamson, a white lady, had a reparation program. Marianne Williamson was at the ADOS conference. Come on now. Kamala wasn't there. Marianne Williamson was there. I'd almost, if and wouldn't that be something? 2 women on the ticket. But Marianne Williamson is a better candidate than freaking Kamala. At least Marianne Williamson was for reparation. Kamala ain't. Wonder why. Wonder how that is. Marianne Williamson was more on our side than Kamala. I'm a black girl when I need to be. Y'all better look up Marianne Williamson before you start talking to Kelly. Hell no. 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 You might have to look for a real black guy if you're going to give us the play color girl. No, we're going to chocolate the whole thing up then. Because we got to get some of our people in there if we're going to play this game. Or we got to get some people, ADS, our people. We got to get us. We got to get somebody in there that's representing our program. As far as this situation is concerned right now, from the last political campaign, Marianne Williamson was the only Democrat from Bernie and the rest of them that was for reparation. Why ain't nobody brought up Marianne Williamson's name? Yeah, see, y'all playing. See, this is the one time, I mean, it's like a perfect storm. It's like a perfect storm. The moment of truth, where all lies shall be revealed. This is like the second coming or something right here. Y'all might want to go and look outside. It's probably some aliens. It is probably some aliens and stuff outside right now. We might be getting ready to do an Orson Welles show. It is definitely getting ready to come to a ooh-wee. This is as spooky as it can get, because it is like y'all are just really trying to play us. Like, nah, it ain't what you see it is. This is Wizard of Oz, this is Smoke and Mirrors, Teflon, ray gun. Nah, this is like way beyond any of that. This slicker than Bill, I mean, Bill was the first black president. All right, let's just get that shit straight. I did not have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. Well, man, when Bill pulled that one on y'all, look, Hillary, let me tell you something, baby. I tell you, I did not have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. I tell you, Hillary, I love you, baby. Me and you've been around a long time. We got that baby, Chelsea. Oh, my God. Anyway, oh, yeah, but I'm like, Bill, playing the saxophone and everything, got the sunglasses on. Obama ever put on sunglasses? I know Obama was in Kenya about a month ago with his sister and his family over there getting tear gas in the protest. You ever see Obama get tear gas in the march in the hood? Huh? No. No, but he was in Kenya, arm in arm with his sister over there with my family. You know, I had to bite that bottom lip. I just had to go over there with my family. They needed me. I told my wife, I love you, baby, but I got to go home. I got to go home right now to be with my family in this time of economic stress in Kenya, the government and the people starving. Get out of here. I'm about playing with y'all. I'm about playing with y'all. We got to put up with this costume party. Everybody got masks on. You don't know who they are. I'm about to have to peel the mask off one of these people right here. See who's behind the mask.
Conversations gone with the Harris team for this?
Well, Caitlin, I'm not going to comment on that, and we're not going to get into that. Especially today. This is not about me. This is about Donald Trump and what a sad figure he has become. Sad and desperate. And Caitlin, we know guys like this. I mean, I've seen them before, and just put him in the category of a desperate, convicted felon who is lashing out.
Do you believe that you'd be able to help make that argument that the one that you just made here on a broader national stage, should you be her selection?
Well, I mean, I'm happy to talk about Donald Trump and Kamala Harris all day. I mean, it's a very easy thing to talk about. It's probably the easiest topic I've dealt with while in the United States Senate, because the contrast is just so clear, and I think it's clear to the American people as well.
Senator Mark Kelly, thank you for joining us tonight on this.
Thank you for having me on, Caitlin.
On your reaction here in studio now, I'm joined by former New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio and CNN political commentator and Spectrum News host Errol Lewis joins me. I mean, I'll start with you, Mr. Mayor, just on the political lens of how Vice President Harris handled this tonight. What did you make of what she said about this?
I think she handled it right. I mean, look, first of all, when your opponent does something so outrageous, so inappropriate, so obvious.
Wait a minute, hold on. He says he thinks she handled it right. Now, we're going to get to what Kamala's reply was. We working this like backwards, but oh yeah, we'll get to it. And working it backwards, it works really good.
Overtly an appeal to race in the worst sense, just let it be. I think she showed sobriety, clarity, a vision of a better America, and let him sort of stew in his own juices, as it were. I do have to say, Mark Kelly's tagline there, the way he summarized it, a desperate, convicted felon who's lashing out. I mean, I think that's a beautiful, powerful summary, and kind of points to the desperation we're clearly seeing in Trump world right now. Something's gone off the rails. They just were not ready for a reasonably popular candidate. They were used to Joe Biden, who unfortunately had fallen into unpopularity. They originally ran against.
You know what? Like I said, I'm not a Trump fan. Trump made some astronomical mistakes during COVID. But right now, with the way, with where we at right now and how this is going, oh man, I might have to get out and get on the Trump bandwagon. I might have to just be a Trump convert. You know what I'm saying? This might be a moment. This could be a moment. Trump, holler at me, bro. I got you. I got you. Don't worry. I'll be the front man on the program. We'll set it up. Kamala ain't going nowhere and stuff. I'm a registered Democrat. I mean, I like to try to keep it real though. I don't like seeing somebody being just pushed around like this. Now, this is just outrageous. This is the first time I have got a chance to actually be right in the middle of refereeing fake news.
Hillary Clinton, who unfortunately was dealing with a lot of challenges. Here's a brand new day, and they don't know what to do.
Errol, just watching that today, I think there was a moment where all newsrooms were kind of glued to the screen. What did you make of that?
It was like a flashback to 2015. This is Donald Trump pulling out some of the old tricks from when he first came onto the national scene, where he would say something completely outrageous, bursting the norms, going outside the normal guardrails of political discussion, and that became the story. And that's what I think is going on here. Whatever else he is, Donald Trump is not in the news cycle. And if he hadn't said something crazy and outrageous today, we wouldn't be talking about him right now. We know that there are, 97 days until the election.
You will notice that this brother is not going to dare say a word about the issue of is Kamala black.
If you put in early voting, which starts in Arizona, by the way, in 70 days, we're at the stage where every single news cycle counts, and you can't win the news cycle if you're not in the news cycle. So I read this as Donald Trump just saying anything to try and get himself back into play, because the last week has been horrific for him. All of the excitement, hundreds of thousands of people in these Zoom calls, $200 million raised for his opponent. He can't touch any of that. And all of what they did, which was a very successful Republican National Convention, is basically forgotten. It's yesterday's news. And so he's trying to get back into it, and he's doing it the way that he knows best, which is to say something inflammatory, absurd, crazy, non-factual, and try and get back into the game.
Look at what's at the Trump rally tonight.
Whoa. Don't play with the non-factual. Oh, don't play with the non-factual. Trump was 100% correct. Out of all the crazy stuff that he might say, he was 100% correct. Kamala ain't black.
That he had after this event that he flew to, they have this screen up, and it showed these headlines identifying Harris as Indian American in headlines. I mean, she can be both, and she is.
Okay. Sworn in as the first Indian American senator. Sworn in as the first Indian American senator, not black American senator. She wanted to make it known to her people that she was representing her people. Party people. Don't be played with, brothers and sisters. The rest of America, don't be played with. This is Kamala Harris, an Indian American. All right. Now, once you wrap your mind around that, probably as tiny as your brain, once you wrap your little brain around that, now you ask yourself, how does she represent you? because she comes from Brahmin Indian, not just any Indian. Brahmin, the top of the top of the top in India. You know, they have a class system over there, a caste system over there. You don't elevate over there. You're born at the bottom, you stay at the bottom. You're born somewhere in the middle, you stay in the middle. You're born at the top, you stay at the top. That's where Kamala comes from. Does that represent you? I need for you to explain to me how. Where? In what world, fantasy or otherwise, does any of this make sense? Now people give you the actual facts. I mean, I would say, remember when, wait a minute. You guys think Trump planned? Let me give you a page out of the Trump playbook that he pulled on Obama. I need to see that birth certificate, brother. I'm going to need to see some paper. I'm going to need to see some paperwork, Kamala. Do you think for a second that Trump is not going to remember he made Obama almost have to come up with his birth certificate and some more stuff? And rightly, he should have. And black people were so angry, eager to get something that looked like black man, like you like black men. Like that. All right. The birther thing, yes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. And if he wasn't thinking about it, this is going to probably make its way to Trump. That would be cool, wouldn't it? That would be cool. I get a call from Trump. Like, yo, bro, we got weed, everything. Come through. We got you. What does Phoenix Street News need over there? Can we, like, boom, make you the mascot? I'm like, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm about to sell my soul to the devil. Y'all got me. Y'all better hit the cash app. Y'all better hit the cash app. Stop playing and stuff. It's time to eat. And Trump, like I said, because I'm not a Trump fan at all. But I got a whole different kind of respect for Trump, the way he held up under that barrage of attack. And he handled that like a champ. So ain't no way he any kind of way slow. Because I used to think Trump was a little slow. But no. Trump sharp. Trump went in there and cut them all up. Ching, 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 ching. Like Zorro, like what's his name? Wolverine or something. When he pointed his finger at that chick, he was like, shut it up. Shut it up. You done did enough over here. Shut it up. And then he went right to his posture and put his program down. That was so gangster right there. I was like, Trump, that was gangster, bro. That was real grown man. Like, if you don't shut up right now while I'm talking, you think I'm going to get up and walk off or something like that? Nah, I'm dug in. I'm dug in with y'all. Oh, but y'all going to respect me when I say shut up. When I say shut up. When I point at you, Trump's like, when I point at you, black woman, you better stand down. This ain't one of them. Them ain't one of them Negroes. Nah. Now you in the room with a real grown man now, sister girl. Oh my God. Trump checked they ass in a flash. Came right in out that gate and checked them all. I'm like, this is not gonna go well. Trump already juiced. He ain't playing. He already adrenaline is flowing. He is not playing. He about to let them have it, and he did. And they wasn't nothing that they could do. They were not ready. They weren't ready. And they didn't have a dude on the panel for a counterweight to do and deflect some of Trump's aggression. Because Trump was like right back at them. Like, yo, bro, don't point again, all right? Oh, bro. He's like, yo, bro, don't point at me, all right? Okay, cool. Whatever you do. When I'm talking, don't do that. Oh my God. But he took the chicks out right away. Pew, pew, pew. That was like, and then he threw the one chick a compliment. Oh, yeah, now, but you all right. Me and you had a nice interview, and then he suckered her in because he gave her a compliment, and she had to be reciprocal. Enough, know what I mean? So Trump was like, "Oh yeah, but you, I remember you. Yeah, we had a good interview." And she said, "Oh yes, we did." Fold right up. And then she said, and it was moronic that you would say, what was the way she said that? And I couldn't believe that after Trump had gave her a compliment and everything and set her up for like cool, and she came back with, yeah, thank you, and then hit him with a oh man. It was bad. It was bad. It was all bad.
And she has talked about that, and I think we've talked about that collectively when she made history by becoming vice president. But what do you make of the fact of how they're leaning into this at a rally tonight?
Well, first of all, to pick up on Errol's point, I think the worst thing in the world is happening to Donald Trump, humanly, emotionally, which is he's being ignored. This is the one thing that flummoxes him the most. And I think when you think about that kind of language, it's just obviously patently false to say, she was not being authentically black. I mean, that's stunning in a campaign that just a week or two ago was saying they actually hope to win black voters, particularly black.
Yeah, that part. The problem here is, see, there was a good chance that Kamala could have actually beat Trump. Now she just shut the door on that. And you'll see in my next, I think it's the next video that I'm going to show, but you'll see that Trump got her back on her heels. I mean, when you back on the back of some stilettos, oh, it's about fall down time. It is. When you're on the back of some stilettos, it's a wrap. And Trump just laid her back. And the thing is, see, what's happening is that the rest of the media is trying to pile on and shame Trump out of continuing that mantra. That's his ace in the hole. Now, if I'm Trump, I'm hammering that everywhere I go. That image of Kamala was the first Indian American senator. I got that photo, I got that image everywhere. Right now, I'm putting that image everywhere. And I'm opening up with, she not like them. She not like them. She just another immigrant trying to steal from you. As a matter of fact, she got the job that one of you should have. One of you should be vice president, not Kamala. Boy, y'all done messed up. Y'all done messed up and let this happen at this point in time when black people are trying to get reparations. These are the kind of things from Kendrick Lamar, they not like us, to this. I mean, they not like us has now spread, and she ain't like us. And now she got to come clean. And then once she comes clean, then it's why to lie. And then is if you lie about that, what else will you lie about? For your own political gain. So now you become dishonest, and you're going to talk about Trump's dishonest. You just tried to fool a whole race of people that you were one of them, you and Obama. How much of a lie is that? How deceitful and dishonest is that? Huh? Oh, y'all ain't got nothing to say, huh? Okay. Okay. We gonna see how this shake out. And I guarantee you, I got good insight. I'm kind of tapped in. I got really good vision. And I'm telling you right now, Kamala just killed her chances to win the election. And she has no way to clean it up. He's trying to divide us. Hell yeah. Divide and conquer. What do you think this is? This war. All is fair in love and war. You ever get a break in love? You ain't getting no break in war either. Thing about it is, me ain't geared for it. I mean, Donald Trump's a little bit, you don't really take a L that well. He don't really take a L that well. But he pretty much in the driver's seat now. Because Kamala can't come home without the reparation check. And now, if I was Donald Trump, I'd jump the gun and be the party of Lincoln that emancipated the slaves and be the one to come back with a reparation program and seal the deal and win black people totally back over to the Republican Party and stuff and move on down the road and stuff and leave Dixiecrats swinging in the wind. You had your chance. You had all these years. But what you do, you hoodwinked and man, come on. See, you tried to trick us. Now you're trying to trick us again. Fool me once, shame on me. I feel like one of the Bushes. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me again, whatever. But you ain't gonna never fool me another time. When Bush messed that up, oh, everybody was dying. Y'all talking about Slow Joe. Might be stuttering. And Kamala, bobblehead, grinning and bobbling. Oh, no. Oh, it just got serious now, Missy. So what you gonna do now? Because you only got one option. You got to cut the check. You can't say nothing. And if you say cut the check, ain't nobody going with you on that. They ain't going on with you because you're a liar. No. Nobody's gonna trust you. It's pretty much a wrap. Oh, let me get to it. I'm going to stay on that.
Black males over to their cause. Well,
And his numbers had been going up.
yeah,
with
and his numbers,
certain minority groups.
unfortunately, and let's be honest, as we saw on the challenges Joe Biden was facing, we did see some drift in the Black and Latino community. That was an area of real concern. But if you had that hope, why on earth would you attack an authentically Black woman and challenge her Blackness?
Authentic. See, no, bro, she's not authentically Black at all. Sorry, wrong answer.
That just says to the community that you're not only out of touch, you're absolutely insensitive and uncaring about the community. He's like driving his own nail into his own heart here. It makes no sense.
He also,
And it's worth pointing out in her book, she talks about how her Indian American mother knew that she was raising 2 Black girls. I mean, this is not something that's.
Wait. Her Indian American grandmama knew that she was raising Black girls. Yeah, in Canada, not in the Black community. In Canada and in India, she speaks fluent French. She's more like Drake. Y'all gonna learn.
It's never come up before. So I'm not sure where they expect this to go. Anybody who actually looked at this has heard from her for years now that she is a Black candidate. She is a Black woman. She also has Indian American heritage. No big deal.
That's stupid. You don't get the
staunch Republicans have come out in support of Vice President Biden's candidacy.
You don't get a chance to say what we support.
joining me now is the Democratic senator from Arizona and potential vice presidential pick for Vice President Harris, Mark Kelly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What else what do I need to do? Oh, I need to minimize that. Drop it, boom. What did I? Oh, I need to go to my history. My history. Woo, bop, boo, bop, boom, bop, bam. Oh, well. Okay, that's that. Joy Reid, this, that. Exclusive. Campaign in Atlanta, different. Oh man. Okay, let's go up in the search. Chibaba boom. Don't worry, y'all. Don't worry about former Trump. This is back and Kamala Harris responds to Trump interview. Okay. Here we go right here.
We are not going.
Hold on, y'all. Let me make this sister girl big enough. Y'all can really see what's going on here, this story. All right. This is Kamala's response to Trump saying what he said.
Going back. We are not going back. We all here remember what those 4 years were like. And today, we were given yet another reminder. This afternoon, Donald Trump spoke at the annual meeting of the National Association of Black Journalists. And it was the same old show. The divisiveness and the disrespect.
Hold on. The divisiveness and the disrespect. Now, I don't know what you mean by divisiveness, because again, politics is about divisiveness. It's one of the key factors in politics. Divide and conquer. Disrespect. Disrespect how? Spoke the truth. You're not black. It's disrespectful for you to be parading around as black, though. And trust me, we will be getting there. Because this conversation is not going anywhere. Watch the rest of this.
And let me just say, the American people deserve better. The American people deserve better. The American people deserve a leader who tells the truth.
Uh-oh. What she just say? The American people deserves a leader that tells the truth. Sometimes your own words come back to haunt you. What else her words about to do?
A leader who does not respond with hostility and anger when confronted with the facts.
Yeah, ain't no sense in you responding with hostility and anger when confronted with the facts. What you're going to do with these facts, the fact that you are not black and you don't have a black agenda.
We deserve a leader who understands that our differences do not divide us.
Our differences, now see, that's how she slid in. Well, just because we is different, I'm Asian, Indian, and y'all, the other black people, the other black me, does not mean that you can't continue to support me. Oh boy, you tripping.
They are an essential source of our strength. We are not going back. We all here remember what those 4 years were like. And today, we were given yet another reminder. This afternoon, Donald Trump spoke at the annual meeting of the National Association of Black Journalists. And it was the same old show. The divisiveness and the disrespect.
That's what I was trying to get back to. The divisiveness. Did you see that bobblehead move right there? When she shakes that head up and down like that.
And let me just say, the American people deserve better. The American people deserve better. The American people deserve a leader who tells the truth, a leader who does not respond with hostility and anger when confronted with the facts. We deserve a leader who understands that our differences do not divide us.
Oh, really?
They are an essential source of our strength.
They're an essential source.
It is so good to be with you this evening, and I say that as a proud member of the Divine Nine. And when I look out at everyone here, I see family. And we share a vision for the future of our nation. Ours is a vision of a future in which we realize the promise of America. And aren't so many of us empirical evidence of the promise of America? A promise of freedom, opportunity, and justice, not for some, but for all.
See, this is where they get us. But for freedom, for justice, and for all. Well, all of us ain't been getting it forever and ever and ever since the Emancipation Proclamation.
Since 1922, the members of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated have helped realize that promise.
1921, Black Wall Street was burned to the ground. She won't tell you about the sorority that she was in. We ain't caring about none of that. That's for the bougie. We don't care about none of that. 1921, 1922, people was in Oklahoma recovering from the massacre.
Generation after generation, the members of this sorority have shown that greater service brings greater progress. I know. In the 1920s and 30s, you created college scholarships for young Black women. In the 1960s and 70s, you launched a nationwide program to help folks get a job. In the 1990s, you formed a partnership with St. Jude to fight childhood cancer. And in 2020, you continued your leadership when, during the height of a pandemic, you helped elect Joe Biden President of the United States and me as the first woman Vice President of the United States.
The first woman vice president. Y'all want to play that back? Notice she didn't say black. She didn't say person of color. I told you. Trump got them back on their heels, baby. Already done adjusted that program.
And for all of those reasons, I'm here to thank you for your long-standing service to our nation and to declare in this moment that our nation needs your leadership once again. In this moment, we face a choice between two very different visions for our nation. One focused on the future, the other focused on the past. And we in this room are fighting for the future. A future with affordable health care, affordable child care, and paid leave. And we fight for a future with equal pay for women, because we know when we lift up the economic status of women, we lift up the economic status of children, of families, and all of society benefits.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is a lie. Women are not considered the providers of the community, the society, or the planet. Equal? There's a reason why we don't get equal pay. We don't have equal responsibilities. If we did, a man would be at the house being taken care of by the woman that still got the job. Instead of you ain't got no money now, bro, you got to go. If we were equal, then you become the provider. Huh? No, I don't think so. Y'all want to talk out both sides of your mouth. No, women need to be married, and that will uplift them in the society. These people are trying to make women into a cult, are trying to make women into a sub-race. This is only going on with black people. And men, notice, they want to say, with a woman's prosperity, our community prospers. Not when you, not when the men that are responsible for the community are taken care of, nurtured, educated. We're in a bad place, brothers. And it's obvious what the Democratic Party thinks is that they can win with black women and not black men. Again, we're being minimized. Minimized at every turn. Now, at some point, that pendulum is going to swing very far to the right. It's got to correct itself. And when it comes sweeping back through, there are going to be consequences and repercussions. Ain't no doubt. I hope you out of the way when the correction comes through, and we're in a process of the correction, because what we have done is created a gender war between black men and black women. And now we're in this political season, and now it's intensifying. So men, listen to me well. It's time for you to put your foot down. It's time to put your foot down. Time to get loud and express your displeasure and pick your leader.
We here work for a future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead, to build a business, to own a home, and to build intergenerational wealth.
Intergenerational wealth. Intergenerational wealth. I need for some of y'all to look that up. No such thing. Generational wealth comes from the top down. And if there are no parents, husband and wife, grandparents at the top, there will be no wealth hand down.
We here see a future where we bring down the cost of living for hardworking Americans, which is why we are fighting to ban more of those hidden fees and surprise late charges that banks and other companies use to pad their profits.
Stuff that affects poor, broke people. All right, cool.
To take on corporate landlords and cap rent increases, and take on big.
Another poor folks cap rent increases? Are you nuts?
Pharma and cap the cost of prescription drugs for all Americans. All of this to say, we are working to build up, not tear down, and to build up America's families and America's middle class. Because we know when our middle class is strong, America is strong. But as we work to move our nation forward, let us be clear, there are those who are trying to take us backward. You may have seen their agenda. They call it Project 2025. Right. And it is a 900-page agenda of extremism. Project 2025 would raise taxes on middle-class families and cut taxes for billionaires, eliminate the Department of Education, and end programs like Head Start, which of course would take away preschool from hundreds of thousands of our children.
Hold on. Should I back that up? On the Project 2025. Now, the Heritage Foundation put that document together years ago. And now they just kind of revamped it, brought it back. Now, the deal about eliminating the Board of Education or education, blah, blah, blah. Is that any different than the voucher system? Where instead of just fixing the public education system, they give you a voucher where you can go to where there's a good school, but you don't have no way to get there. And when you get there, it's already full. Mm-hmm.
All of this to build on what Donald Trump did in his first term. When he was president, he gave tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations. He tried to cut Social Security and Medicare every single year. And he and his allies have tried more than 60 times to end the Affordable Care Act and to take us back to a time when insurance companies had the power to deny people with pre-existing conditions. Remember what that was? Denying children with asthma, breast cancer survivors, grandparents with diabetes. And you know, America has tried these failed policies before. And we are not going back. We are not going back. We all here remember what those 4 years were like. And today, we were given yet another reminder. This afternoon, Donald Trump spoke at the annual meeting of the National Association of Black Journalists. And it was the same old show. The divisiveness and the disrespect. And let me just say, the American people deserve better. The American people deserve better. The American people deserve a leader who tells the truth, a leader who does not respond with hostility and anger when confronted with the facts. We deserve a leader who understands that our differences do not divide us. They are an essential source of our strength. So I say,
Wait a minute, hold
to
on.
Sigma Gamma Rho sorority.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You see how quiet it got? When our differences did not divide us. Did we not see? That was where it's supposed to have been a big round of applause. Hold on.
A leader who understands that our differences do not divide us. They are an essential source
Quiet on me.
of our strength.
Quiet.
So I say to Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated,
Now we get some applause. Oh, they saying our name, Sigma, blah, 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 blah. When she said, I said, didn't define our differences. They were like, you slow. Okay, but we'll just ride with it because we all here together.
ours is a fight for the future. And it is a fight for freedom. Across our nation, we are witnessing a full-on attack on hard-fought, hard-won fundamental freedoms and rights. The freedom to vote, the freedom to be safe from gun violence, the freedom to live without
The freedom from, okay, gun violence, okay.
fear of bigotry and hate, the freedom to love who you love openly and with pride, the freedom to learn and acknowledge America's true and full history, and the freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body and not.
Hold on. Her own body. Fellas, remember this. Her body, your baby.
Have her government tell her what to do. A fight for our most fundamental freedoms. And to this room of leaders, I say, bring it on.
Okay, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to end that right there. Another exciting one in the books. People, shout out to Nextdoor. Y'all are fantastic. And at the end of the day, I think this particular time in American history is going to go down in history. And it's almost a repeat. We may even have, it's sad to say, you may even get Trump with another, you may get Trump president with another pandemic. How ironic would that be? It could very easily happen because there's a bacterial outbreak off the coast of San Diego from feces seeping into the water from Tijuana. They've got beaches closed. You got to assume that a lot of people have already been in parts of the water that has bacteria in it anyway. And then with some COVID kind of slipping and sliding around. Oh, yeah. Trump could just as easily win the presidency and win another round of pandemic. But hey, it is what it is. Life goes on. And everybody will blame it on, the Democrats do some stuff out there and got some fake. And nah, it's coming. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. So you can brace yourself for that as well. Hey, I'm just trying to keep y'all informed. Radical Mike and what's up with Radical Mike Show? This is Phoenix Street News.com, the Valley's news and entertainment directory that caters to bars, nightclubs, other entertainment venues, and provides quality digital advertising for small businesses just like yours. And now, TV and radio. look for this program to actually be on the TV. Maybe at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning at PhoenixStreetNews.com, PSN television. Until next time, good night, good morning.